Well, the beautiful sights of Mediacom Stadium play host again to the Marshalltown Bobcats this evening as they travel to the Des Moines Metro to take on the Rail Splitters. Kickoff coming up at 7:30 tonight. Great to have you tuned in. I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks for joining us with our KFJB-TV coverage of Bobcats soccer. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game alerts and notifications. Don't miss any of our coverage. Well, tonight, the Lincoln Rail Splitters, they have only won 3 games. They're 3-5. The Bobcats are 2-9. Looking to turn around a losing streak of their own here tonight as both these teams do battle for the first time this season. A little bit of a different starting lineup for the Bobcats as Carter Bell will be the only forward tonight, as we'll take a look at the lineups coming up in a little bit. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. But when we come back, we will chat with the head man, Scott Johannes, for the Marshalltown Bobcats. This is the countdown to kickoff on Match Day on KFJB-TV.
The equity in your home is power. Power to remodel your home. Take a memorable vacation. Add a deck or patio. Lennox Employees Credit Union can help you unleash the financial power you possess with a home equity loan. Consolidate debt, fund a student loan, or pay for a wedding. The loan process is easy. See Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Online at lennoxecu.com.
Welcome back into our countdown to kickoff right here on KFJB-TV. It's match day as the Bobcats travel to the Des Moines Metro at Mediacom Stadium today and take on the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Scott Johannes here with us. Coach, your team looking to get back on the win column here after a real tough game against Ames. They are a really good opponent. What do you say to your squad to kind of get them on the right path here tonight?
Well, what we talked about is just team play. Team is greater than any one, and we've got to focus on that team effort. So,
Ames, we mentioned that game. It's been 4 games in a row. Your team sometimes can, you can struggle or maybe get down on yourself. But, this is a team that's got to pick them up. Is there been a guy that's maybe stood out in your mind that's really kind of helped, keep that team on track?
For us, it's Aaron in the middle. He's just as a sophomore, last year as a freshman, he was just kind of a quiet leader. He's getting more boisterous, and really, we've always enjoyed his feet out on the field and what he could do, but also just what he brings. And David Monet in the back, as a junior, he's really been trying to pick up that back line, which is, it's a senior line for the most part, and he's really kind of stepping in as a junior and saying, hey, we can do better. So there's a couple guys that really we lean on, but yet they're really also stepping up. So.
Yeah. It's easy to look at results sometimes. I look at the Hoover game, 2-0 game, and a really well-played game. These guys are going out and competing.
Yes, and that's what we talked about kind of before we got on the bus to come over here. Is we are better than this. Which team's gonna show up? We've talked about that before, but at the same time, just don't give up, don't get down, and let's just go out and play.
Lincoln Rail Splitters only have 3 wins on the season. 3 of their wins, though, are at home. And so, what do you kind of make out of that? What do you need to do here tonight?
Well, and looking at their, who they've played tough with, and kind of who've got a couple away, it looks like us on paper too. That's what it's like. Which team? So it'll be a good match. We're definitely looking to get in the win column tonight again, and match another one up, but at the same time just controlling and control the mid and then just finish. We just need some finishes tonight.
Yeah, being able to play on turf like this, again, you've played numerous games, not only at home but on the road. Do you like the way it plays on the turf? Do you get true bounces, that kind of thing?
Yeah, in some ways, I talk to people about it that maybe don't play a lot on it, but if you've headed to the golf course, you've been to driving range where you get that pure, you're hitting off that turf. It's always a great swing. It's like, man, I'm great, But that's the same result here with the soccer ball, and just you can predict that roll a little better in the speed and. And it's again the same type turf that we have at home, so it's like being home for us. So
yeah, for sure, and a beautiful night to take on the Rail Splitters.
Yes, it's nice to see the sunshine after last week's end of the week at Ames. So we're looking forward to this. So
good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that is Scott Johannes, head coach for the Marshalltown Bobcats. When we come back, we check out the starting 11 for the Rail Splitters and the Cats right here on KFJB-TV.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
Match day on KFJB-TV. It's the Rail Splitters and the Marshalltown Bobcats coming up in just a little bit from Mediacom Stadium. Time for tonight's starting 11 for both squads. All brought to you, as always, by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. Well, looking at the Lincoln Rail Splitters and their starting lineup, it'll be Carlos Joya in goal tonight, as the Rail Splitters, led by him on the season, 340 minutes in goal, has allowed 6 goals and has made 8 saves coming into this point here tonight. Looking at some of the other guys on this squad to keep an eye on. Number 14, Matthew Hernandez. You see there in the midfield, not listed, but he does have 2 goals on the season. Expect him to come off the bench tonight in this matchup between the Bobcats and the Rail Splitters. Abel Molina, also the midfielder in the middle there, a goal on the season. And Vizcarrero, the defenseman, he is one of the captains on this Rail Splitters squad. That is the starting 11 for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Now for your Marshalltown Bobcats behind Scott Johannes. They are 2-9, looking for a win here tonight. The only forward in the lineup, they're going to go with 5 midfielders. Don't always see that look often, but a forward and 5 midfielders and 4 defensemen here tonight. Carter Bell is up front. He does have 1 goal to his name so far this season. Jed Jansen will get a start. We haven't really seen him in that role this season, but the junior midfielder will be in there getting a start. Also on the back defensive line, the Cats are without Logan Hoffman in the starting lineup as a sophomore out of the lineup to begin with, but we'll see if he does come in as a reserve in this one. Rafa Ortiz, 2 goals and an assist on the season, and it all really gets going for the Bobcats right there in the middle. Number 10, Aaron Ordaz Zambrano, 10 goals, 2 assists for the sophomore midfielder, and he's really a pivotal playmaker right there in the middle. And there on KFJB-TV, you saw just a glimpse of him, number 69, David Gomez, 450 minutes in goal this year. The senior has really gained back a little bit more of his confidence as the season has gone along. 450 minutes, like I mentioned, 32 goals allowed and 46 saves so far this year for the Bobcats in goal. Coming up, we will check out your match day keys to this one, as well as get you the national anthem. This is Bobcat Athletics right here on KFJB-TV.
You're an empty nester closing in on that retirement property. Chances are your plans didn't include mom moving in, but life happens and you do the right thing. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When retirement means caring for yourself and a loved one, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together, we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Pence Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Pence Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Match day on KFJB-TV from Albaugh Family Field at Mediacom Stadium. Rail Splitters and the Bobcats. Let's join our national anthem. The Bobcats Rail Splitters meet at midfield and shake hands before we start our match here on KFJB-TV. Let's take a look at today's keys to the match. As the Bobcats, -32. That is their goal differential so far this year, allowing 52 goals, scoring only 20. That is something, we're not talking about -32 degrees. It's a beautiful night here at Mediacom Stadium as Marshalltown will have to heat things up scoring-wise. And we'll see as a few different changes in that lineup, especially going one forward with Carter Bell up there, and then Ortiz, Luis Garcia, Jansen, Zambrano, midfielders tonight for the Bobcats. Maybe that can get the Bobcats in goal here tonight, which should be a key thing. For the Lincoln Rail Splitters, home cooking. They have 3 wins on the season. All 3 of those wins have come at home games as the Lincoln Rail Splitters look to do battle with the Bobcats here tonight on KFJB-TV. That is our keys to the match. Well, David Gomez will go back in goal for the Marshalltown Bobcats as he looks to get off on the right foot here tonight. A clean sheet always will help the matters. That is for sure, as he'll face off against the Rail Splitters as they'll get the kickoff to begin here tonight. I saw so much red, we almost thought we had a different game coming up tonight as Lincoln Rail Splitters, not in that traditional maroon and gold look. It's more of a red and gold look. A nice touch, though, that is for sure. The Bobcats are in their white tops and bottoms on the road in the red numbers outlined in blue as we are underway at Mediacom Stadium. Great to have you tuned in tonight. A ball in the box that nearly headed out of there as Bobcats struggling with it as David Monghay will finally get it out of there. Luis Garcia will play it up, and it is back to the Lincoln Rail Splitters as they extend it to the near side edge. Looking back towards the middle of the box, headed out of there. A good play defensively again from David Monghay. Bobcats looking to move it upfield, but turn it back over to the Rail Splitters. Near side, Molina. Molina looking for a crosser, and Monghay will just have to boot that one out of there. So a corner kick to come here for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. And Scott Johannes, head coach, looks on here in this situation. A key defensive area for the Bobcats. Vizcar, the captain, the senior captain for the Rail Splitters, will take the corner. And that one headed out of there. Monghay has been all over the place defensively. That was off of his head. It will go to the touchline to the other side, and it will be a throw-in for the Rail Splitters. Penalty there on the far side, so a free kick to come for the Bobcats. And actually, no, not a penalty, as it'll be ruled a throw-in as Tejada will take that one quickly. And Zambrano, the intended target right there, but the Bobcats turn it over and a play back to the keeper for Lincoln as Carlos Joya, his first touch of the night. Lincoln scrambles, ball up to midfield. Brecken Payne did a nice job to try to head and find a teammate. It was deflected. Carter Bell has it poked away from him. And Brecken Payne back with it. Jet Jansen with a touch there for a second. The Bobcats will turn it over. Good seam right there, but offside the call as Mongaiko put his hands on his head. And he knew he was offside right there, and a kick to come for the Bobcats. Brecken Payne to take that one. Finds Zambrano at midfield. And the avenue not found there on the passing lane, a turnover. Long chase for Tejada. And he'll kick it out on the sideline as he'll wait for his defensive mates to fall back and help out. Deflected off of Zambrano. Throw in for the Rail Splitters. This is an absolutely gorgeous night here in the Des Moines Metro. 63 and sunny right now. Winds have died down a little bit. That ball well out of play over the Albaugh family field side on the far side of the field. And Lincoln's going to have to jump the fence. That's something if you're at home at Leonard Cole Field. Ton of ball boys to help out. Here tonight, I only spot a couple. Lincoln will throw in on the far side, and Tejada and crew are there to help deflect it away. Zambrano kicks it upfield, but it was off of Lincoln, so Zambrano will go ahead as Rafa Ortiz throws it into Tejada. He's looking for Carter Bell, but that one's strong. Lincoln will have a man there, and back to the keeper in Joya. Seen a couple opportunities potentially offensively for the Bobcats, but they haven't been able to time things up. A good timing play right here as Hernandez finds it ahead, but the Bobcats tip it away. Roberto Alamanza getting the start tonight on the defensive line. He throws it in. Jet Jansen turns it over. On the edge of the box, Molina. And Jet Jansen's there to help take it away. Zambrano finds it. Dribbles ahead and looks to the far side. Deflected, and Gomez is there. Gomez active, but no real threat so far tonight. Monza settles it down, finds Zambrano, lets it slip through to Jansen. He cannot get a touch on it, and it's a turnover. He might have had an opportunity. Little pressure put on. Joel Ortiz right there chases, but there's a turnover and a deflection. They'll find Zambrano. Zambrano takes a shot, that one high. It is knocked down by Joya. A clean save, but good job by the Bobcats right there to nearly capitalize on the defensive miscue. Launch ahead. Onside is Hernandez. Brecken Payne, though, doing a nice job to catch up, and he's able to slow the ball down just enough to make a clean save for Gomez. Almanza looks ahead, has it deflected, and waited too long as Lincoln closed in, forcing a throw-in. No threat for Joya. A long strike. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where did that come from? Holy smokes. Gomez caught off guard. 6 minutes into the match, and the Rails take the lead. Wow. Was not expecting that strike. It came from nowhere, nearly 30 yards out, and I don't think Gomez was ready for that as well. I almost didn't believe it at first until I saw the back of the net moving. As that a goal for the Rails here as they take the lead 1-0. Believe that was Brandon Hernandez. If so, that would be his second goal of the season. Zambrano takes a kick at midfield on the kickoff, and that will pack Choya up. First time we've seen that this year. Tejada. So we are 8 minutes now into this match. And a throw in on the far side for Lincoln. Boy, tough night for the players down there as far as getting the balls. Only a couple of ball boys, so it's definitely taking quite a bit of time in between some of these plays tonight as throw-ins have to go track down some of the balls. Ball booted out of there by Monghay. It will be a throw-in for the Rail Splitters. Zambrano a touch.
I like those shadows off that back wall.
On the far side, a touch here for Rafa Ortiz, looking back towards the center, and that one just deflected around. Brecken Payne scrambles ahead, deflects that one. As the Rail Splitters will mount a counterattack here, and they'll have to spread out as the captain in Vizcarra brings it ahead. Geico back to the middle. Cats doing a nice job to check back defensively and mark on the defender. A good pass as they get past Almanzo. A crosser, backside, almost had a goal right there for the Lincoln Rail Splitters as Gomez was caught in a bad situation. A play on there and nearly a penalty in the box, but no call. A ball slips through to Carter Bell, and he has it taken away. Boy. Nearly a 2-0 game right there as Lincoln with a good crosser, and nobody was able to put a foot on the ball to put a stop to it for the Bobcat defense. Really working the near side edge here as they find Mungaiko again. They'll have a throw-in for the Rail Splitters. But attacking this near side and attacking Roberto Alamanza, the senior defenseman tonight. They've had a couple of really good opportunities early on. A dribble through. Nobody picks up Molina. Almost gets to the penalty arc, but a turnover. Bobcats just sloppy with some of that control and touch here tonight on those passes. Again, and along the wing on the near side, Molina brings it up on the wing. A good back and forth pass across her. Kicked out of there. Mung Hae did a nice job defensively. Jed Jansen ahead to Zambrano. Zambrano at midfield, looking, finding, looking for Carter Bell. A little bit too far out of his reach. And Geico with a touch to midfield in the circle. Now a pass will sail. Lincoln held for a second to make sure they were onside. Molina spin around, gets past Almanza momentarily into the edge of the box. Rail Splitters have it. Brecken Payne takes one right to the face, a hard kick right there. Tough play for him. Official will call timeout just to make sure that Brecken Payne is all right. Have a conversation with him to make sure things are all right. And a free kick to come for the Bobcats. Looks like we will have a substitution momentarily getting up and getting ready to go. Jesus or Des. But it looks like Brecken Payne going to be all right. So we are over 10 minutes gone in this match, and the Bobcats already down 1-0 on an impressive Lincoln goal. Bobcats miss. Mung Hae misses. That's a penalty from behind. A free kick to come from the penalty arc. Wow, a breakaway play as Mung Hae, just a push from behind in the penalty arc is where that foul happened. And this is going to be a close-range free kick. Officials having a brief conversation on whether this might be a penalty kick or not, it looks like. Officials having a conversation now with Diego Tejada, and Diego Tejada, one of the leaders down there, has a conversation with him and issues a yellow card to David Mung Hae. So David Mung Hae will pick up a yellow card on that penalty. And as a brief conversation with the AR on the near side and head coach Scott Johannes. Diego Tejada will come to the near side. I believe that was issued on Mung Hae, but Tejada does come off on the yellow card. Cager Kramer is in defensively. Mung Hae and Tejada were in the same area, so it could have just been from that angle at our location. It looked like it was more Mung Hae, but evidently a yellow issued on Tejada there as the senior defenseman is now on the sideline. Free kick to come here. Siddiqui Mungaya, and a goal. Mungaya puts it in the back of the net on the free kick. A hard play for Gomez. And that'll be a goal. 2-0 Rails. 13-minute mark. It is now 2-0 as we look at that free kick. And boy, that was some good spin on that one. Bent that one upstairs, top shelf for the goal to go up 2-0.
That one, I think, wasn't it?
So Siddiqui Mangaiko.
He might have both goals.
Making that 2-0. And now a ball will sneak on the near side here. ZAR will go track that down. Looks like we'll have a free kick for the Bobcats. Most likely Zambrano will take this free kick. Maybe get the Bobcats, got this lead in half. Zambrano's kick, he tries to find a Bobcat, can't get it. It's headed out of the box by the Rail Splitters in a good counterattack. As the Rails will look for the near side. On the wing is Mungaiko. They don't pass it to him yet. Abel Molina was just hanging on to that one. Joel Ortiz tried to put some pressure on the Lincoln Rail Splitters, but can't do anything with it. Zambrano deflects a pass way up in the air. They were trying to head it back to Zambrano. But Juan Luis Garcia was not actually, that was Joel Ortiz. He was not able to get it back over to Zambrano. Ball played up to the edge of the box. Gomez will make a clean save right there for the Bobcats. As we are now 15 minutes into the match. 2-0, Bobcats trailing here tonight at Mediacom Stadium in the Des Moines Metro. A turnover for the Bobcats. We've said that plenty of times here tonight, unfortunately. Molina back towards center. Carter Bell was kind of hanging out there. I thought maybe he was going to go pick the pocket, but was not able to do so. Zambrano nearly forces a turnover. Now Zambrano back with it. Little chip shot to the far side to Rafa Ortiz. As Kramer is coming up and gives it to Rafa Ortiz on the left wing. On the edge of the box, settles it down. Looks back to Mung Hae. Mung Hae takes a long strike. That one is well strong. It's off the field goal post and bounces back out. A goal kick to come. And we do have a goalie change as Gomez is going to come out of the match. New man into the match, Christian Ibarra Alvarado will be the new goalkeeper for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's what it's calling out.
So 2 goals allowed by Gomez here tonight, and the Bobcats switching up goalies. Christian Ibarra Alvarado this year, 334 minutes in goal, 20 goals allowed, 35 saves. Free kick to come. Andy Solis will take it for the Rail Splitters. Jet Jansen ahead, trying to find a seam, but cannot do so. Not able to time up there. And Joya, the keeper, with a clean save. As he waits for Joel Ortiz to get right down there before he picks that up and launches the ball back towards midfield as Brecken Payne will get a foot on it. Did get confirmation it was Sadaki Mungaiko who scored the first goal as well in the 6-minute mark and then also scored in the 13-minute mark, and he's looked pretty good here tonight, scoring 2 goals. Yes, we have those as his first 2 goals of the season for the Rail Splitters. A throw in on the far side for the Rail Splitters as we near the halfway point of this first half. Throwing on the far side, and that one going to be out on the touchline as it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Cager Kramer will take the throw-in. As coming into the game, Andres Garcia for the Bobcats, as well as Armando Estrada. Coming off the pitch, Jet Jansen, as well as Rafa Ortiz for the Bobcats. Throw in just over the head of Joel Ortiz. Bell nearly caught a foot to the chest. Cager Kramer goes over to try to track that ball down to the far side. It'll be a throw in for the Rail Splitters. Already a couple of goals tonight for Lincoln Rail Splitters, and he's down on the edge of the box, Siddiqui Mangaiko. And I believe that's going to be ruled a penalty and a free kick to come for the Rail Splitters. So they get ready to line up the free kick here as we're halfway through the match. In this first half, there was that last ball that was nearly kept in by Cager Kramer as he kicked it off the Rail Splitters. He was already out. Free kick to come here and an easy save for Christian Ibarra Alvarado. A senior goalkeeper will kick that one out towards midfield as he looks way upfield for Garcia. And there was a little bit of a hold right there, so the official will rule it a penalty as Zambrano, a quick kick. Joel Ortiz, back to Zambrano. Zambrano misplay, but back to Ortiz, and it's kicked out of there. Really good play ahead as they look for Hernandez. Hernandez slows it down, leaves it on the edge. Molina looking for a crosser, was off a Bobcat, and a corner to come for the Rail Splitters.
Hey, Siddiqui, if you see Abel come, just camp out in the middle, okay? Just camp out in the middle.
And it will be Osvaldo Vizcarra, the senior captain, for the corner kick. Low line drive, Brecken Payne initially touched that one. It's going to be out on the Rail Splitters on the end line. And a goal kick to come. Substitution here as back onto the pitch, Diego Tejada. Coming out will be Roberto Alamanza. There's a goal kick to come here from Ibarra Alvarado. Garcia lost it there. A good find. Trying to get the angle. Good job defensively to catch up there. Christian Ibarra Alvarado came too far outside goal and nearly got bitten right there by Brandon Hernandez, who made a nice play to get in. It was a great pass ahead and almost resulted in a 3-0 lead for the Rail Splitters. But back there, Diego Tejada, I believe, Brecken Payne, the two men, help kind of sort things out defensively to shut down the goal-scoring opportunity for the Rail Splitters. Bobcats really have not sniffed a whole lot of close action tonight on goal in the attacking third. It's been very minimal. Cager Kramer keeps one in play here. The Bobcats will turn it back over to the Rail Splitters. Penalty and a free kick to come. Brecken Payne will take this one for the Bobcats. As the midfielders will fall downfield. And actually it was Monghay who ends up taking that one. And the Rail Splitters will launch one out of play on the far side, and that's not good news. as there's nobody home right there to help sort things out, but luckily there is a ball on the end line. And the Bobcats will try to work it in towards goal here. Brecken Payne to the near side, but just couldn't get anything on that touch right there. An exceptional play for the Bobcats to keep it in the attacking zone. Carter Bell looking for a crosser, but kicks it right into a Lincoln rail splitter, and the rail splitters pick his pocket, and Bell will just kick that one out of play on the near side touchline. Near side AR having a quick conversation with one of the rail splitters. Gager Kramer, a header back towards center. Fabian Segovia has checked in for the Bobcats. But he lost it right there, and rail splitters back in the attacking half. A turnover, though. Zambrano. Ahead for Zambrano on the wing. On the edge of the penalty area, but launches that one across field. As a missed kick right there is a throw-in for the rail splitters. Sadiki Mangaiko, 2 goals tonight, 2-0 is the score as the rail splitters leading the Bobcats up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Brandon Hernandez has been involved in the action tonight as well. He found a nice little seam right there, but the pass just a touch off the mark. Jaime Gabrib will touch it on the wing here again. A little give and go to him, but cannot find an avenue for the passing lane. Mangaiko ahead. They were looking for Gabrib in there, but it was deflected out. A tackle by Ortiz, but did not result in anything, as one will be sent back to the keeper in Joya. Brecken Payne got beat there, and Munghay had to bail him out. A penalty will be called and a free kick to come. Gabrib hit the turf right there as in that free kick. I thought there was going to be a penalty and a free kick, but they do award just a throw in right there. Bobcats saw the counter. Garcia over to Ortiz. Ortiz gave it to Segovia as he finds Zambrano. Boy, these midfielders really do a nice job to team up with their defenders to close in on any attack by the Bobcat offense. And usually most attacks so far tonight are met with at least 2 or 3 guys surrounding Zambrano as he's been shut down. But a loose ball right here tries to get in. Joya will hustle out. And he is able to gather that one in before Zambrano was able to put a foot on it. It's been a fast-working first half here tonight. Ball gets loose. That one deflected, and luckily Bobcats have a man there. Tejada makes a stop at the end of things as Mangaiko almost had his 3rd goal of the match. And I believe that was Brandon Hernandez who caught the loose one and almost put it in for goal, but Tejada able to settle things down. And here come the Bobcats back into the attacking half. Bell is charging, but that one off the mark. There's that last opportunity, and just a sliding save by Alvarado, and then Tejada right there with that one. That was a huge save for the Bobcats. Nearly 3-0 as we approach 20 minutes gone in this first half. 30 minutes gone in this first half. It has been all rail splitters if you're just joining us here tonight. Brandon Lewis with you. Todd Steinkamp, our producer, Jesse DeMeyer, as well as Keith Stewart on camera work on KFJB-TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Get upcoming game alerts. Our next soccer match coming up on Thursday night here on KFJB-TV, Friday night, as we have girls soccer on tap for you. That one's slated early, right around 5:30, as South Tama will be in town. That game originally supposed to be against Waterloo East, but they unfortunately had to cancel their season, so the South Tama game was moved, which I believe was supposed to be played at MCC originally. Free kick to come here as we approach the 30-minute mark. Zambrano to Segovia, far side. Segovia looks ahead. Tejada on the wing. Looking for a seam off the foot of Zambrano. They were trying to one-time that one, maybe get a little touch past the keeper, but not able to do so as Joya keeps the clean sheet and boots this one well past midfield. And a penalty is going to be issued on Brandon Hernandez. A free kick for the Bobcats. Wind definitely dying down here tonight as we started out about 63 degrees at kickoff. It's down at 60 here in the Des Moines Metro, but hardly a cloud in the sky now. Just a beautiful night at Mediacom Stadium in the Des Moines Metro. We'll take it after all the severe weather and rain over the weekend. Back to Joya as the rail splitters reset. Some pressure by the Bobcats. Cager Kramer deflects that one. Nifty move right there by Gabrib, who keeps possession with the rail splitters. Ahead on the wing for the rail splitters. Tejada chases defensively. Trying to find an avenue right there and almost another goal. Boy, this one sailed wide. Is that one way over by Brandon Hernandez? But initially it was Mangaiko nearly scoring his third, and it didn't look like he had a chance, but then all of a sudden tried to sneak one past Christian Ibarra Alvarado. As nearly a hat trick right there for the junior forward, as he has been heavily involved tonight. Danny Corona is going to check in for the Bobcats. Zambrano's out. David Gomez started the match in goal as he allowed 2 goals, but things have not been any easier tonight for Christian Ibarra Alvarado, who replaced him in goal. A nice touch by Estrada, is able to play it ahead, but again taken away as the rail splitters extremely aggressive on the defensive end of things. Estrada fell down on the ball, and it will be a free kick for the rail splitters. Brecken Payne not quite able to get a header on that one, although he tracks this down. And unfortunately, he's not able to clear it as Molina comes up with it. Gabrib turns it over as the Bobcats have it for a split second. And back to Joya. Penalty kick, quick kick for the Bobcats. They'll take it. Joel Tees This year we've seen some of the head officials slow that free kick down, but tonight's a real quick play on, and the Bobcats are not able to do anything with it. Segovia, he'll try his luck from long range. Joya, an easy save. A tackle at midfield, and the Bobcats take it away as Mung Hae comes up with it. Estrada with the play on as he touched it. Mung Hae came up with it. Back to Estrada. And Estrada loose with it right there. Big time leg on Danny Corona. That one sailed way over a goal, though. Joya launches one at midfield as we are nearing the 35-minute mark. A seam found, and a goal will be scored. An angle taken by Abel Molina, and Molina with his second goal of the season. The sophomore midfielder strikes for the rails. 34th minute here tonight. As you see Abel Molina take the angle right there and just off the gloves of Christian Ibarra Alvarado. And it's all rails tonight in the Des Moines Metro. A substitution to come here as Christopher Mendoza, the sophomore, will check in for the Bobcats. Siddiqui Mangaiko with 2 goals tonight, and now Abel Molina with his first of the evening. And the Bobcats have really not been able to take any good shots on goal tonight. We've seen a few new faces. Here's a shove and a push, and hitting the turf is Segovia. As a free kick to come. Segovia will take the free kick for the Bobcats as the junior eyes goal. You definitely have to go for goal in this situation right here. Bobcats packing it in tight near the penalty arc. Carter Bell's going to run over behind that wall. A little chip shot in there and off the mark there. No real threat for Joya as he comes up with a clean save. A hard tackle by Joya from behind. That should be a penalty, but a play on here from the official. Wow. Joya was running upfield and just ran over a Bobcat. Counterattack. The angle. And that might be a hat trick, and I believe it is. Mangaiko with his third goal of the match for the Rail Splitters. And the Rails running all over the Cats tonight. Well, quite the play for the Lincoln Rail Splitters tonight. Is this a team that is 3-5? They're 2-3 in Iowa Lions Conference matches. But playing like a much better team than that as the 2-9 Bobcats struggling to even mount a counterattack here tonight. It was kind of hard to believe as Joya, the goalkeeper, came up and ran into Mung Hae. And Mung Hae was on the turf. And I think Scott Johannes is going to come over and have a conversation with the head official after that play. So just 2 minutes later after the Molina, Mungaico gets the hat trick.
Nope, I can't shoot past to the coaches.
Well, the meeting with the official with Scott Johannes over as we'll reset on the kickoff. Carter Bell was putting his hands up. He was wondering why there was such a delay right there to resume play. Kramer ahead to Bell as she finds Corona. Corona has it punched away. And that'll be a throw in for the Bobcats. Bell looking for a crosser. Oh, that was not Zambrano. That was Joel Ortiz trying to windmill right there, but could not connect. And that's going to be a yellow card right away on Joel Ortiz. That official having a conversation with one of the Lincoln rail splitters as Ortiz will march off with the yellow card. Diego Tejado playing with a yellow card tonight as well. Some frustration mounting here for the Bobcats. As you see the junior Joel Ortiz marching to the sideline. And the free kick coming here. It's just interesting. I really thought that Joya, the goalkeeper, probably should have picked up a yellow card himself. Here's a high strike in long. And not able to get anywhere on goal right there as the kick taken by Vizcarra for the rail splitters. No threat for Ibarra Alvarado. Bobcats down 4-0 as we approach halftime. Probably at this point just looking to get to the locker room and regroup. Diego Tejada ahead, but it's a turnover, and the rail splitters have it back. Diego Tejada, last one to touch that one out on the far side. Throw in to come here as we approach just 2 minutes remaining in this first half. And a throw in for the Bobcats as Tejada would take that one. Corona working it ahead. Oh, he found a nice pass. Bobcats in the penalty area, get it to Bell, but Bell misplays and not able to do anything with it. One of the best looks of the night right there for the Bobcats is Rafa Ortiz was able to work it near the penalty kick area, but he was not able to put anything on net right there. Possession comes up empty for the Bobcats. Gabri plays it ahead on the wing to Cruz. Cruz back to the mid. Brandon Hernandez working on the edge of the penalty area. Gives it back to Gabrib, who's looking towards center, but Brecken Payne did a nice job to deflect that one. Deflects it again. Gabrib gathers it back in. Dribbles past a couple of Bobcats, gets deep into the box. He's going to try to take the angle, but Alvarado comes out and makes a stop as it sails out on the touchline, and that might be it for the first half. A great play by the Bobcats. Goalkeeper to make a stop right there as Gabrib just went right flying past a couple of Bobcat defenders. And that'll be the first half. 4-0, a hat trick for Mungaico for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Abel Molina put in a goal in that first half as well, as the Bobcats will regroup at the half as they trail 4-0. As you see Carter Bell and crew heading to the locker room here at Mediacom Stadium. Did see Logan Hoffman work in there late. He was very clutch last week against Hoover on that defensive line, but the Bobcats find themselves in a deep hole. Highlights coming up and our halftime coverage from Mediacom Stadium right here on your home for the Bobcats, KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Rainbow Car Wash has been in town over 40 years. New owners Brett and Kim Kennedy have been with Rainbow for more than 35 years, focusing on quality, cleanliness, and great customer service. Open 24 hours year-round with 2 convenient locations. Each location has 2 oversized truck bays to accommodate large vehicles. All bays accept quarters. And for your convenience, newly installed credit, debit, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay featuring swipe or tap to pay, powerful vacuums, and a great selection of vending supplies. Follow us on Facebook at Rainbow Car Wash LLC.
At halftime, the Bobcats trailing 4-0 on the road against the Lincoln Rail Splitters tonight. It has been all number 15 tonight, Sadiki Mungaico. He got things going in the 6-minute mark early on in this one as he took a free kick and just put it right past the Bobcat keeper at the time, the starter in David Gomez. And then just a short time later in the 13th minute mark, he put him up 2-0 as 2-0 was the score at that point. I believe that was actually our second goal of the match we just saw right there. 3-0, Abel Molina was able to put one past the backup keeper here tonight, Christian Ibarra Alvarado, taking a nice angle right there in the 34th minute mark. And then just 2 minutes later, getting his hat trick was number 15, Sadiki Mungaico, as he was able to get one from the edge of the penalty area. And just, I don't know if maybe Christian Ibarra Alvarado was just a little bit off of his line, but it was a nice job by him to, anyway, sneak that one right past, as that first one actually came to the 7-minute mark in this match. But really a minor point, as it's been all Rail Splitters in this first half, as they lead the Bobcats 4-0 right here on KFJB-TV.
Some drivers trade cars every year or every other year. Some drive their cars till they drop. Whatever kind of driver you are, Lennox Employees Credit Union is here to get you into the car for your style of driving. You're invited to go to our website, lennoxecu.com, for membership eligibility and loan rates, or call the office to talk to a loan officer. The loan process is quick and easy. Low auto loan rates from Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main Street in Marshalltown. Member NCUA.
You'll find the perfect mattress for you at McGregor's Furniture and Mattress. You choose the firmness, comfort, and support level, all at a great price. McGregor's always has a great selection of sofas, recliners, dining room, and bedroom furniture to help you live and relax in comfort and style. Their staff will help you find just what you're looking for. McGregor's Furniture and Mattress, downtown Marshalltown, is open 7 days a week. They're proud to support Bobcat Athletics.
thought you were.
I was coming to go look.
You know what I mean?
I was coming to look. Yeah. By the reaction that I had not gotten the rest of the game, it feels like I was.
The official says he was probably wrong on the goalkeeper. Don't put that on the rate. They're laughing. Thank you.
How can you help Marshalltown High School and enjoy a mouth-watering burger at the same time? By ordering the Bobcat Burger at Legends American Grill. 2 quarter-pound patties with crisp bacon strips, sautéed onions and melted American cheddar, jack, and Swiss cheeses on top of fresh shredded lettuce on a toasted bun. It's absolutely delicious. $1 from every Bobcat Burger sold is donated by Legends to Marshalltown High School activities. So, enjoy a Bobcat Burger and help MHS. The Bobcat Burger, another exclusive from Legends American Grill in Marshalltown.
Coach, 62. First down. We're doing this so that the kids can continue to play. Like we used to enjoy playing when I was in high school. I understand how fun it was, and I want that same fun to be had by the kids now. So that's why we need more officials to keep these games going on.
Oh, beautiful night in the Des Moines Metro as the Bobcats coming back out onto the pitch, 60 degrees, and still a nice night, but Bobcats trailing, unfortunately, 4-0 at the break as the Bobcats look to get back on track here at Mediacom Stadium. Sadiki Mangaiko, he's got to be slowed down. 3 goals in that first half of action for the Lincoln Rail Splitters, as Bobcats playing with a few yellow cards in that first half. Diego Tejada with a yellow, as well as Joel Ortiz with a yellow tonight for the Marshalltown Bobcats. As head coach Scott Johannes, you look at him, he's out back on the pitch as he's talking to the officials, as got a little clarification with our own Keith Stewart down there on the sideline that, yeah, that goal, the goalkeeper, Carlos Joya, who came out, could have just been a penalty, as a little conversation with our very own Keith Stewart, but not ruled a penalty. You know, you always can, shoulda, woulda, coulda in those situations, but at least a little bit of clarity that, I wasn't totally wrong about my assumption there at that point in time. That was definitely a hard tackle as coming off the pitch was David Monghay for a short time. He is back out there to start the second half, though.
Thank you.
As the Bobcats slow getting back out for the second half in this one, is I'm pretty sure maybe some choice words for Scott Johannes and the Marshalltown Bobcat crew as his team to get back into this one. Really no offensive opportunities in the attacking zone in that first half. A couple of shots taken, but nothing really on goal. As the Bobcats are ready to go now with the kickoff to begin the second half. As not Rafa Ortiz, but Andres Garcia will be the man to begin on the kickoff of the Bobcats. Promptly turn it over. Brecken Payne with a touch and settles it down. Monghay finds Zambrano. Monghay back with it, though. Finds Carter Bell on the far side wing. That one will stay in nearly. Now to Zambrano. Can he create something? Over to the wing. Bell plays it into the box. It's deflected, and an opportunity for the Bobcats. Joya got a hand on that. Bobcats will keep it in the attacking third. Rafa Ortiz, the man who was nearly there to try to put a foot on it for a goal. But here comes the Lincoln Rail Splitters, and they'll turn it over. Rafa Ortiz nearly misplayed, but does gather it back in. Jet Jansen has it on the near side. And finds Zambrano, tried to slip one through to a teammate. He was looking for Garcia, but they were not able to connect right there. Tejada not able to scramble there in time. Zambrano looking for Carter Bell. Sends one to the edge of the box. Monghay just chip shots this one into the box. Little header as the Bobcats can't do anything with it. Monghay over to Bell. Bell turns around, fires to the middle of the box. Lincoln a couple of touches there, able to play it out. Tejada, though, there catches the deflection, and that sidewinder of a pass turned over. Long pass to the near side. Miguel Candelario has to bag it out near midfield. And a throw in to come for the Bobcats. Turnover right there by the Rail Splitters. Quick throw into Tejada as he was looking for Jet Jansen, turned over. Vasquez trying to help start a counter attack. Misplayed, and good job by Hoffman. Settles that one down. Up to Zambrano. Zambrano over the wing to Monghay. Monghay ahead, and he misplayed it. Bell was wide open on the far side right wing. Monghay did not see him. A good find on the far side. Brecken Payne trying to scramble to get there to help out his keeper. Can't. A good shot taken and a good save. Ibarra Alvarado deflects it out on the end line. A corner kick to come for the Rail Splitters, who already lead 4-0 up on the Marshalltown Hy-Vee scoreboard. Sent back into the box, and luckily Alvarado able to punch it out, but a strong kick from the edge is off the mark, luckily, as that a strong one, but does not do any damage, and the score will hold tight at 4-0, and actually it is David Gomez. He's re-entered at goal here in the second half. Hoffman up to Tejada. And he'll have to go right back to Hoffman. Zambrano catches a deflection. Ahead for Bell. He has room to work with, but settled that one down, and a little bit of a mistake. Maybe just play it ahead, but he did not do that, and unfortunately Bobcats couldn't come up with it, but a deflection here. David Monghay, and he has it deflected away. That's one of those things. It looks like something might be setting up like that last pass to Bell, but unfortunately just has to hang on a second, and all those seconds have mattered here tonight against Lincoln. With their speed, they've been able to catch up. A 1-on-3 off the crossbar. Shot taken by Brandon Hernandez, the sophomore, almost finding net. But luckily for David Gomez, no goal right there, but it was a 1-on-3. And before the defense collapsed, you take a look at the replay right here on KFJB-TV, almost 5-0 right there. Brandon Hernandez with a huge strike. Zambrano for the Bobcats. To Jet Jansen. Rafa Ortiz plays that one in as he'll head to the turf right there. I'm not sure if he might have pulled a muscle holding that left thigh. Head official taking a quick time here as setting to the side will be Rafa Ortiz, as the trainer will come out to look at him. And Moises Castro Ramirez, the senior midfielder, will come into the match for the Bobcats. Rafa Ortiz, the junior right there, you see on KFJB-TV. Heading off. Hopefully he will be all right. Logged quite a few minutes here tonight against the Rail Splitters. Joya sends one deep into the attacking half of the Rail Splitters. Bobcats win it back, though. Good play. Bell with maybe an opportunity here. And it poked away from behind. Tejada heading back, gives it to Gomez. Gomez back to Tejada. Good back and forth play right there, but Castro Ramirez not able to catch up to it in time. It will, though, be a throw-in for the Bobcats as getting ready to check into the match. Ari Herrera will have to come in on the next dead ball. A free kick here, not a throw-in, so Tejada looking to the far side of the field. Bell was wide open, but pass did not have enough on it. Jet Jansen getting in the mix. Couldn't shut things down. And the ball ahead to no one is Brecken Payne. Monghay slips one through to Juan Luis Garcia. Back to Monghay, and he tries to find a seam, but not there. Lincoln having numerous answers here tonight defensively. Bobcats have not had many chances offensively tonight. And no opportunity. Carter Bell looking to create on the edge of the box, and it Unfortunately, does not pay off as the Bobcats not able to get that one. A free kick got to be ruled here as Carter Bell, I believe the one who committed that foul right there. And so free kick for the Rail Splitters. But it looked like maybe something was going to spark for the Bobcats. Hoffman at midfield touches that one, and it was off the mark. Jet Jansen now to Tejada. Tejada looking ahead on the edge. Castro Ramirez has it kicked out of bounds on the touchline. It'll be a throw-in. And it looks like we have a substitution now. Finally, Ari Herrera checking into the match, as he'll be replacing Carter Bell, as the junior forward will head off. Tejada with the throw-in, finds Zambrano. And a good tackle by the Rails, a throw-in for the Bobcats. Tejada with a nice throw-in. Tejada wins it back. Deflection, and Zambrano chases on. That one will be out on the end line. A goal kick to come. Good effort by Zambrano, but nearly a 1-on-3 situation right there as the ball was bouncing around there as Jet Jansen was trying to work it to him. A push right there as Moises Castro Ramirez was just kind of shoved out of the way. A free kick to come here. Zambrano will take it for the Bobcats, as he motions Monghay ahead, and he will scramble into the box. Hoffman plays it ahead. Zambrano will speed ahead, looking for something as he gets near the penalty arc, and it's taken away. Can feel right on the cusp of maybe a chance, and then the Rail Splitters have closed in all night, just like they did right there. Brecken Payne launches that one into the stands on the far side, as that will be out as we've hit over the 50-minute mark here tonight at Mediacom Stadium. Candelario. Tejada took it away from Candelario. And now in midfield, Garcia has it to Zambrano. Zambrano looking far side to Monghay. Far side wing. Ari Herrera playing it back to Monghay. Monghay loses it, and that'll be a corner kick. And an initial right-away indication from the AR on the far side, but finally came there, and Zambrano will be taking the corner. So I believe this is the first corner kick of the night for the Bobcats. And we'll see if they can get something out of it. Zambrano to kick. And headed out by the Rail Splitters. We'll keep it in the attacking half, though. Zambrano, a crosser. Jet Jansen was not able to gather that one in there. I believe a handball on, might have been Jet Jansen in that area as the ball was deflected in there. So a free kick to come. Hoffman shuts down the attack. Jet Jansen slips it to Zambrano. Grab right there on the side of the shoulder from Zambrano. Shakes it off. Feeds to Tejada. Tackle from behind. Takes it away. And again, exceptional defense for the Rail Splitters. A pass towards center to Gabrib. Gabrib takes a big wind-up kick and sails over the crossbar. A ton of power behind that one, but too strong. As the Rails just showing off here tonight with some of their strength on kicks, but 4 have gone in the back of the net, and 3 of them along by Mungaiko. Gabrib was the one to deflect that goal kick. And just long strikes now coming. Brandon Hernandez well off the mark. Actually, that was Diego Estillo. Gabrib again deflects that one. Gomez has to come out. And tosses. That was DeMong Hay over to Ari Herrera and turned over by the Bobcats. A counterattack. Jet Jansen, though, comes up with a loose ball. Ari Herrera on the wing on the far side. Zambrano going, or excuse me, not Zambrano. That was Juan Luis Garcia looking towards center and just not able to team up there. I think he was going for Zambrano. Brecken Payne not able to get there defensively, but Hoffman is there to settle things down. As numbers were there for the Rail Splitters. Ari Herrera up to Zambrano. Zambrano, a nice touch. And back towards the top of the penalty area, but Rail Splitters were able to kick it away. And just like that, an attack immediately shut down. Jet Jansen over to Tejada. Tejada long ball to Zambrano. But deflected out of there as Gabrib comes near side with it for the Rail Splitters. Mungaiko hit hard by Hoffman, and it will be Lincoln Rail Splitter ball. So Salatiel Mungaiko, the one who was intended right there, as he limps just a little bit up towards the penalty arc. And here's a play near side is, just definitely a physical play right there as Hoffman bodied him up like a football tackle in that situation. Free kick. Estudillo will take that one right there, but the Bobcats come up with it. Up to Zambrano. Back behind, left behind for Hoffman. Hoffman looking for the angle, but could not get it to Garcia. And a counterattack. Here's Brandon Hernandez. Hernandez tries to get one past Gomez. Bobcats will save it, though, late. A close call as Brecken Payne comes up with a huge play defensively for the Bobcats. It was nearly 5-0. Gomez just had it off of his hands as we take a look at the replay there. And Gomez just kind of a nightmare situation, looking nothing you could do as that ball was rolling towards goal. A crosser to come from Astudillo, and he will not. He'll pass it to the top of the penalty arc. Bobcats try to get it out of the box. Nothing doing right there. It deflects to Zambrano. Zambrano ahead on the far side to Moises Castro Ramirez. He'll speed ahead. Slowed down, though. And a throw-in to come for the Bobcats. Into the match for the Bobcats, Armando Estrada and Joel Ortiz. Out of the match will come Juan Luis Garcia. Jet Jansen also checking out for the Bobcats. Very good defense in marking by the Rail Splitters tonight. And counterattacks so quick. Candelario ahead and a crosser to come. Backside, a header opportunity. Not able to get anything on it to direct it towards goal by Brandon Hernandez. Bobcats backside by Monghay was there as well to get that one out of there as Hernandez the last to touch. So a goal kick to come. Zambrano will chase it down after it was off of his foot initially. Monghay settles it down. He was looking ahead. Slips one to Ari Herrera, is off the mark. Herrera scrambles, not able to get there. Diego Tejada luckily back defensively as an attack by Mungako. Salatiel Mungako. And Gomez covers up cleanly. Estrada now. To Ari Herrera, that pass off the mark. Herrera has to slow down, gives back to Estrada, and just not able to time up passes in lanes, not quite open right there. A quick counterattack. And Lincoln will just keep it in the half as we're halfway through this second half. Zambrano has it taken away. That's just picking the pocket as Gabri with a nice defensive play. Towards center, a nice one-touch by Mungako. Hernandez found it, deflected, and Bobcats come away with it as Joel Ortiz finds Estrada, but then it was deflected. Hoffman able to come up and make a play for the Bobcats. Garcia to Zambrano, back to Garcia. Not enough on that pass by Garcia. Zambrano was getting into it. A little bit with Andy Solis right there on the defensive line, and Solis is down on the turf. Not sure if it's an ankle or what it might be. Might be the left ankle. As Trainer not being summoned out to the pitch. As the head official will check in, and it looks like they are good to play on here. Turnover, but nobody able to get there quickly as Joel Ortiz initially deflected it. Brecken Payne, a nice job defensively to shut down the attack. Zambrano looking, surveying, finds on the wing on the near side to Garcia. Garcia sends one in and nobody home. Brecken Payne turns it over. Gabrib. Thane to the near side here. Candelario lost it. Tejada wins it back momentarily, not able to do anything with it. Candelario ahead, a nice patch to Salatiel Mongaiko. And out on the end line. Substitution into the match, Eric Ibarra Madrigal for the Bobcats. Madrigal does have a goal on the season to his name as he'll replace Andres Garcia, the junior, for the Bobcats. A corner kick to come now for the Rail Splitters. Gomez punches it out. Gabrib will chase it down, keeps it in the attacking half. Boy, Rail Splitters just working their way right around the Bobcats here tonight. Deflection, Ramirez nearly came away with it for the Bobcats. Ari Herrera tracking on the far side. As Rail Splitters have it. Turnover as Ramirez comes up with it. Zambrano launches a pass. Near side to Madrigal, but not able to get on the same page right there, and a throw-in will be issued. All set down to the other end as David Gomez will come out. 25 yards from goal. It's a turnover. Bad pass. Brandon Hernandez has it, but Brecken Payne did a nice job to catch up and take it away as Brandon Hernandez nearly had his first goal of the match. A long strike. Gomez will watch it sail out on the end line. Just over 65 minutes gone in this match. Bobcats have not been able to find goal here tonight as they've been able to find Keith Stewart on the sideline right there. Zambrano. They'll look far side. Ari Herrera as well as Monghay are there. And Monghay. Not a great touch right there as Bobcats had maybe a little bit of positioning. Tejada heads it with a header ahead. And that one out on the near side touchline. A couple of substitutions into the match. Cager Kramer into the match for the Bobcats, as well as Jesus Ordaz. Monghay as well as Payne will work their way off the pitch for the Bobcats. Abel Molina is also off for the Rail Splitters. Is Joe Sithrenrath, head coach for the Rail Splitters. Gave him a high five there coming off the pitch is Molina, midfielder. Good minutes here tonight for the Rail Splitters. Ari Herrera off on his pass. And a quick counterattack for the Rail Splitters as the ball works its way through. And Brandon Hernandez to nowhere. A few Bobcats in the way. And Gomez with a beautiful save right there. Nearly a goal opportunity. It's been nearly a fifth goal tonight, at least a couple of times for the Rail Splitters. As you see right there, that one just a good play by Matthew Hernandez-Cruz, looking for his third goal of the season for the Rail Splitters. Was this Castro Ramirez getting in the mix here? He's on the end line, sends a crosser, backside. Madrigal, unfortunately, not able to get enough on the spot right there to get the first goal of the night for the Bobcats, and a counterattack going to be mounted here for the Rail Splitters. We approach the 70-minute mark. Sadaki Mungaiko. 3 goals in this match. Not able to do anything with that opportunity there. Ari Herrera on the wing was wide open. Bobcats go back towards the middle to Zambrano. They find Ari Herrera, and he's off on his touch. Zambrano a long strike and over the crossbar. Really have not seen Zambrano take too many chances here tonight. There's been at least 2, maybe even 3 Rail Splitters all over him. But right there, he saw an avenue and took it and sailed it strong. As we have a substitution, Armando Estrada is off the pitch into the match. Fabian Segovia is back in. Back to Gomez to reset for the Bobcats. But turned over at midfield. Boy, nearly a man of the match, Brandon Hernandez. He's been all over the place. He's had a couple of close calls for goals, but has not been able to score tonight. It's obviously Sadiki Mungaiko, who's been a big piece of what the Rails have done today, but also number 9 right there, Brandon Hernandez. He's done a nice job for the Rail Splitters in that forward position. And a push by Hoffman. Out will be a free kick as Salatiel Mungaiko was pushed by the Bobcats. Dabby Rizzo Castro getting ready to check in for the Bobcats on the next ball out of play. Dada forces a turnover. Good play right there. Ahead to Zambrano as he surveys. Looking ahead. A nice play. Oh, he was trying to find Castro Ramirez, but couldn't quite slip a pass through, and it was deflected. A free kick on a penalty. Abrib. No seam to be found right there as the Bobcats will chase on as Jesus Ordaz. Back to Gomez, and Gomez out. Ari Herrera upfield. Side tackle, and Cager Kramer was not able to keep it with him. Brandon Hernandez, he's created tonight. He finds Mungaiko, who has 3 on the night, and a clean save for David Gomez. Not a great turnover right there. Almost Brandon Hernandez came away with one near the top of the penalty arc. Now a turnover again. Vasquez looking for a crosser and a tackle on the end line. I believe that's going to be a corner kick, and it will be, as Eric Madrigal not able to make the stop right there. And finally, Davy Rizzo Castro will be checking in to the match. And checking out for Lincoln is, Gabrib. Gabrib, senior midfielder. He's played really well tonight. He's shut down a lot of attacks by the Bobcats as Hoffman heads one out of the box on the corner kick. A deflection to Davy Rizzo Castro, as he broke ahead, but Rail Splitters catch up. Throw the attack a little bit off the mark. Zambrano not able to get there in time, and it will be a throw-in for the Rail Splitters. A fast attack coming together. The angle just off the mark. Not able to get it right there for the Lincoln Rail Splitters, as they have challenged all night long. Salatiel Mangaiko that time taking that shot, as it has been Siddiqui Mangaiko who scored the 3 goals. Gomez over to the far side as we are in the 75th minute of our match. All 4 goals for the Rail Splitters coming in the first half tonight. And a stalemate here in the second half. Some chances, though. And one right there from long by Carlos Joy, that was taken by Jordan Vasquez, the junior. One by Gomez. He let it sail wide, so the goal kick out, and Bobcats nearly lose it there as Christopher Mendoza had it for a moment. Ari Herrera with a touch. Fabian Segovia has to go back with it, and now ahead. Now back to Ari Herrera on the wing. Jesus Ortaz had it poked away from behind. Hopping a long run. He knew he wasn't going to win that matchup one-on-one, as it's been a tough play with Salatiel Mangaiko as well. Play the right call to go to Gomez. Wide open on the wing, but the pass comes up short to Madrigal. He had to hang on for it. It's been a lot of the story tonight. The pass is just not crisp enough to find some of those tight lanes against this Rail Splitter squad. Mangaiko with a counterattack. Brandon Hernandez, he finds him, and high just over the crossbar. Brandon Hernandez has been just that close all night long as he was set up by Salatiel Mangaiko. A great look, but Brandon Hernandez not able to finish on it. And the Bobcats keeping the second half sheet clean here tonight after allowing 4 goals in the first half. A deflection, a couple of times deflected there to Davy Rizzo Castro, but not able to do anything with it. Bobcats trying to get at least a late goal here tonight, morale purposes. Hoffman towards the center circle as he'll get it back. Madrigal a little bit stiff with his touch right there as he just had it bounce way up. Couple of deflections. It goes to Tejada. And Hoffman will survey. Ahead to Segovia. Segovia to Ari Herrera, but again, Lincoln is just there. Segovia, and that one will be a throw-in as Segovia had it taken away. He will throw in to the top of the penalty arc, and a left-handed kick, a left-footed kick, that is. Roberto Almanza not able to get enough on that one. Or excuse me, Davy Rizzo Castro not able to get enough on that one to matter. And no real threat for the keeper, as Carlos Joya will keep most likely a clean sheet and a shutout victory tonight against the Bobcats. This will be the 10th loss of the season for the Bobcats, as the Des Moines Lincoln Rail Splitters will inch a little bit closer to the 500 mark, as they'll improve to 4-5 with a victory here tonight. Brandon Hernandez with maybe one final late chance. Gave it up to Matthew Hernandez. And they come near side to Jordan Vasquez. And that one will sail into the stands here at Mediacom Stadium. Maybe a final possession here for the Rail Splitters. On the end line, out on the end line, and that will be a corner kick, but it will not be taken, as that will wrap things up. 4-0, the final, as the Lincoln Rail Splitters take down your Marshalltown Bobcats here at Mediacom Stadium. And Scott Johannes and the Bobcats fall to 2-10 now. They're 2-6 in Iowa Alliance Conference action. Des Moines Lincoln improves to 4-5 in their Iowa Alliance Conference games. They're now at 500 at a mark of 3-3, as both teams will line up to meet, as it was all Rail Splitters tonight. And 3 goals, a hat trick for Sadiki Mangaiko, as number 15, pretty special here tonight, as the junior forward was able to really capitalize on some opportunities. As both teams meet at midfield, we head to the locker room report. That's coming up next, right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse. Ribeyes and sirloins, aged, hand-cut, and served with your choice of 2 of Legends' legendary sides and a dinner roll. If you are a prime rib fan, Legends has prime rib every Friday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m. With 3 sides to choose from, it's chef-seasoned and slow-cooked to tender, juicy perfection. Try Legends prime rib, and you'll know why it's Marshalltown's favorite. Legends American Grill is Marshalltown Steakhouse.
Here's a pop up to right field. Got a bounty, has it, dives to her left and makes huge win here at the roundhouse. A late play over to first, and they got him just in time. And a save. Ignacio Macias. Hey, hi,
Mom. Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Well, final score from Mediacom Stadium as the Bobcats shut out tonight, 4-0, the final score. In the 7th minute mark of this one, Sadiki Mangaiko got things started as he put a goal in 1-0, and then he would score in the 13th and 36th minute mark in the first half to give the Lincoln Rail Splitters a 4-0 victory, as Abel Molina was able to get the fourth goal tonight for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Bobcats stretching it out after this one as they fall to 2-10 on the season, as the Rail Splitters are now 4-5. As the Bobcats will try to collect after this one, a tough loss on the road at Mediacom Stadium. Plenty more soccer action this season to come up. We'll talk more about that as we continue with our locker room report right here on KFJB-TV.
You planned and saved for your child to go to college, but medical school after graduation was a surprise. A happy, expensive surprise. Wells Fargo Advisors can help. For more than 125 years, we've created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. When opportunities surprise you, turn to Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
Wells Fargo Advisors is located at 14 East South Ridge Road in Marshalltown. Call them at 641-752-5401. They're a member SIPC.
You should never have to wait after ordering new appliances. At Penn's Appliance, you wouldn't. With an incredible selection in stock and ready to install today. Our friendly team is here to help you pick the perfect set to match your style. And let our professional technicians install and set up your new appliances, often delivering the very next day. Stop in today, see all the new features, and find your new look at Penn's Appliance. For sales and service of everything appliance, go see the Pence team.
Brandon Lewis with you at Mediacom Stadium on KFJB tonight as the Lincoln Rail Splitters dominate the Marshalltown Bobcats. Siddiqui Mangaiko, he was really the star of the show tonight for the Rail Splitters as 3 goals tonight. Here was his second goal of the night. He came on a free kick just outside the penalty arc, and boy, he just bent that one right past Gomez. Gomez ended up being replaced by Christian Ibarra Alvarado, but Alvarado gave up a couple goals here tonight, and Gomez played the entire second half. Our next match is coming up on Friday night. We look forward to having you along for that one. As that one going to be, tomorrow night. Boy, I skipped over tomorrow night. I thought it was like Tuesday or Wednesday today. Anyway, tomorrow night, we do have coverage coming up for you on Friday night as well against South Taman girls action. But tomorrow night, girls soccer, as the Marshalltown Bobcats will take on the Lincoln Rail Splitters. It is senior night, as we'll have kickoff at 7:30. Coverage will start right around 7:15, and we'll try to get you a little bit of that senior night coverage as a special night for the girls program. So, yes, again, I am not going to fast forward to Friday night. We got to get through tomorrow night as well in soccer coverage. We'll wrap things up from Mediacom Stadium when we come back right here on KFJB-TV.
My name's Lake Schultz. I'm the co-owner of Exterior Plus Home Remodeling. At Exterior Plus, we truly strive to build relationships one customer at a time. And that's why we're the Midwest's #1 choice in full home remodels. Located in Marshalltown, Iowa, as well as Lincoln, Nebraska, we pride ourselves in providing quality service on time, every time. Give us a call for a free inspection and estimate at 844-261-6111. That's 844-261-6111. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Rainbow Car Wash has been in town over 40 years. New owners Brett and Kim Canaday have been with Rainbow for more than 35 years, focusing on quality, cleanliness, and great customer service. Open 24 hours year-round with 2 convenient locations. Each location has 2 oversized truck bays to accommodate large vehicles. All bays except quarters. And for your convenience, newly installed credit, debit, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay featuring swipe or tap to pay, powerful vacuums, and a great selection of vending supplies. Follow us on Facebook at Rainbow Car Wash LLC.
The Locker Room Report on KFJB-TV as you look at beautiful downtown Des Moines Metro. 4-0 again, the final score from tonight as the Rail Splitters take down the Marshalltown Bobcats. Thanks so much for joining us tonight as our KFJB-TV crew on the road, as Todd Steinkamp, our producer, and camera crew tonight, Jesse DeMeyer, as well as Keith Stewart. I'm Brandon Lewis. Have a great rest of your Monday night. We'll talk to you tomorrow on your Tuesday. I just found out that it's Monday, in fact. So, I mean, we're all surprised here, mostly me, but we'll talk to you tomorrow night from Leonard Coalfield as the Lincoln Rail Splitters will take on your Marshalltown Bobcats senior night right here on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.